Alright, hello everyone, my name is Quang Minh and today I will present about my HRM Workshop 3. First of all, let's talk about my company of choice. It is Petrolamex and it is in the industry of oil and gasoline. It has around 18,300 employees. So let's move on to the evaluation of company skills in possession and skills that they are missing. For this task, I chose station worker as my job, and we can clearly see that they have skills in technical operations, which means that they can operate fuel dispensing or pump operation efficiently. They also have basic finance literacy, team-based routine, and customer service competency. However, they are missing digital literacy, which allow them to perform on advanced or professional communication tools. They also lack conflict resolution and leadership skills, which mean that conflicts between shift or employees are still often. Lastly, they lack continuous learning and strategic adaptability in the digital transformation era, which is a big drawback for the company. Moving on to gap analysis, we can see that there are four main strengths for the station workers. First of all, they have operational reliability, which means that the workers comply with safety protocols to enhance stability and reduce risk. They also have customer service orientation, which enhance customer satisfaction. They also have transaction accuracy and compliance discipline, which means that standards and regulations aligns with organizational goals. There are three main weaknesses for their gap. The first one is the digital literacy deficit. There is a lack of data-driven competencies. Secondly, there is a technical depth gap, which means there will be an increased dependence on external technicians. Lastly, there is a strategic adaptability, which means a lack of preparation for the digital transformation and environmental innovation. Moving on to the second question, which is about long-term labor markets in Vietnam. The first one is there will be a young workforce advantage in strong adaptability to digital transformation and global economy. Secondly, there will be a digital transformation and automation, which replace cheap labor and creates opportunities for highly educated workers. Thirdly, there will be a youth unemployment and skill gap, which means the labor force will become more competitive and distinctive. Lastly, the economy will focus more on green and sustainability, requiring competencies and innovations in the environmental management. Moving on to the gap closing plan, I divided this plan into two phases. The first one is the short-term focus, which increase intention by adjusting wages, conducting recognition programs, and career pathways. This will also enhance employees' core skills such as emergency drills, pump maintenance, and hazardous waste handling. Lastly, it will teach them about digital basics such as mobile payments or loyalty integrations. Moving on to the long-term focus of this plan, it will mainly focus on continuous learning and digital trainings to increase adaptability and competency rate. And it will also focus on talent pipeline, which means that university and vocational collaborations with Petrolmex to help them capture talents from these schools. For the plan evaluation, I found out that there are three main strengths. The first one is the strategic planning, which divide the plan into phases, which helps the company balance immediate needs with future operational plans. The second strength is the competency-based planning, and lastly, there is a alignment with the market trends. However, there are three weaknesses as well. The first one is there is a cultural resistance, which means that worker may resist continuous learning or adaptation to new requirements. There's also a risk mitigation, a lack of focus on potential turnover and financial risk. Lastly, this plan will probably have high cost and a high competition rate because the company will have to compete with other firms to recruit talents. Let's move on to the candidate skill assessment part. Firstly, how does Petrolmech know if the candidate have suitable skills and knowledge? Firstly, they will have an overview of candidates' resume and interview them. Secondly, they will have their evaluation through probationary period, giving the candidates case studies and professional duties, and from those tasks, they can check candidates' professional skills and their personality and morality as well. And this will also be a chance for the candidates to prove their competencies and worthiness for the company. Secondly, does Petrolmech trust degrees in light of AI? For Petrolmex, AI is a new aspect in the industry which has proven helpful in firms' recruitment sessions. However, AI is only used as a tool meant to support the decision-making process. So let's evaluate the firm's response. Firstly, the answer is very practical and comprehensive. It has an overview of candidates and capability. It is also efficient and beneficial to Petrolmex. It allows potential workers to learn more about companies' work environment. Lastly, it has the support from AI implication in the recruitment process. However, I found this response a little bit time consuming. There is a lack of standardized metrics for comparison and the potential subjective evaluation from interviewers or co-workers. They also require compliance from candidates, which is an external factor that the company cannot control. Thank you for listening.